Hello guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo. Super excited to be here with you guys live as we're going to be streaming to those Pilot TVs. Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So if you guys are checking out those streams, sending out some messages, as we will shoot you out some luck as we get on after some of this great bingo.
Absolutely, as we can't wait to start giving out those awesome jackpot prizes. Just about 20 seconds to get enrolled into this first round. But before we start giving out the great prizes here, we have to talk about the prizes that went out yesterday. We were able to give out 4 different jackpot prizes on that lovely Thursday, making our total for the last 7 days 16 different jackpots to go out and 365 different jackpots to go out for this last season 16.
It's been a fantastic season so far, as our first jackpot to go out of those 4 jackpot winners was a prize going out to Mama Nita over at the Boondocks, as they took home $4,457 and a great major jackpot win.
Absolutely, congratulations there. We also had a split win going on in that Pilot Payday game of $2,500 that was split between lucky players Divine at the American Legion Shakopee and Stone Sky over at the Boudreaux's Bar 2, as they both got to take home about $1,250 each. Congratulations there.
Yeah, good job to both of those winners splitting up that prize, as we then saw another major jackpot go out. This time it was Chicken Man over at Eagles Mankato, as they took home another major jackpot in game day bingo, $5,192. A great prize going out to the Chicken Man.
Absolutely, nicely done there too. The Chicken Man, Divine, Stone Sky, as well as Mama Nita, all of our great jackpot winners from yesterday.
For sure, as we got some real great prizes here in front of us. We got a 272 minor jackpot at 52 balls or less. At 51 balls or less, we have $3,900 on the major prize. And then that awesome mega jackpot, $58,895 at 50 balls or less.
Absolutely, you do not want to miss out on any of the great cash here, as we have Jer Bear now 6 balls away. We'll have to see if any of our lucky players are going to take home one of our 3 jackpot prizes, or if that must-go prize is going to be the one to go on out in this great first round of Game Day Bingo.
Did you ever watch Robot Chicken
No,
that was never.
absolutely not.
Did it make you uncomfortable watching it?
Extremely.
That's what I expected from you.
Absolutely did not like it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like up your humor alley.
No, not at all. I didn't watch any Adult Swim.
Oh,
I
okay.
really, really disliked a lot of Adult Swim.
Adult Swim, yeah. I mean, when it was like really popular, I feel like it wasn't really. We weren't the right age group to be
I
able
was
to
way too
consume it.
young, way too innocent, and it would genuinely scare me anytime I woke up and it was on.
In Adult Swim, because it was at the late night of
Cartoon Network.
yeah, Cartoon Network turned into Adult Swim, and that was always just a shock when you'd fall asleep to whatever Chowder or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you'd wake up to Adult Swim, and you're like,
I'd
what?
go to bed
What
watching Teen
happened?
Titans all the time, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden I'd wake up and it'd be Robot Chicken. Or it'd be this other weird one that I really hated as well.
Yeah.
But we have Cedric at the Rascals Bar and Grill taking home $19.30 on that Great Musco prize. Nicely done there in this awesome round of Game Day Bingo. We'll have that minor jackpot clicking up to 54 balls or less in this next round, so stick around, get enrolled, and get ready to take home some great cash for yourself.
Yeah, definitely a great one there.
Did you watch any Adult Swim?
No, I just remember waking up sometimes to Adult Chicken, but also to Archer was one that I remember a lot, which I didn't like Archer at all either.
Was that on FX or is that Adult Swim too?
I think that was Adult Swim as well. I could be wrong on that one. I could have been watching FX as well and went to
Because
bed.
FX had the movies.
Exactly. I loved watching those movies. But funny stuff
Oh,
there.
good times.
But great job to all of our winners this weekend. Chicken Man getting us talking about Adult Swim and Robot Chicken. But if you guys want to stay up to date with things going on with Pilot Games as the new year is right around the corner, go and give our Facebook page a like and follow. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and then click on our logo. By doing that, you'll stay updated with weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more. You can also check out the website link on our Facebook page, as we have a link tree with all the info you need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the locations where you can play Pilot Games. Our other social media links connect you to our Twitter as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. So really just the hub of all things Pilot Games on that awesome Facebook.
Absolutely. Stay up to date with everything we have going on with Pilot Games on that Facebook page. It is a great resource to go and check out and a great social media to go and stay connected on as well. Just about 30 seconds to get enrolled into this next round of Game Day Bingo. And as you guys do so, we're going to jump into the entirety of our bingo schedule for you guys to know when to come on out for all the live bingo opportunities you want. Each and every day, we get our Game Day Bingo started off from 12 to 1. The games you're playing right now, some great Game Day Bingo opportunities. Then at 1 p.m., Ian and I will go off air, but you'll jump into your first chance at Lucky 4 Bingo for today. It has over $73,759 already on the line, and that's only going to be growing as you and your friends get enrolled in that great game. So make sure you guys come on out at 1 p.m.
You'll then hop into more Game Day Bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4 p.m. as you'll compete for whatever prizes me and Jordy aren't able to give out during this lunchtime. At 4 o'clock, you will then get your second and final opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo. Maybe another shot at that $73,000 prize if it didn't go out at 1 o'clock, as that game will lead you into our next live broadcast.
Absolutely. As from 4 to 6, we come to you live for an awesome happy hour show where we play through 23 rounds of great Game Day Bingo action. From 4 to 6, we love playing through those great Game Day Bingo games, leading you all the way until that 6 p.m. round and your final chance this week to try and take home that Pilot Payday jackpot. Pilot Payday can be played every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. It's a 10-cent card and can award you that great jackpot prize of $2,500. Make sure to come on out tonight at 6 p.m. for your last chance this week for Pilot Payday.
Yeah, just yesterday we saw that Pilot Payday prize get split up between Divine and Stoneski in that awesome game at 6 p.m. on Thursday. After that game tonight at 6 p.m. of Pilot Payday, you'll hop into more Game Day Bingo that will run uninterrupted from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. We do like to interrupt that 6 to 10 Game Day Bingo twice a week with PGL specialty nights, as we got to wait all the way till next Tuesday before we get into some more of that PGL action.
That's right, as you guys can check out PGL Nights coming to you next week and each and every week on Tuesdays at 6:40 p.m. as MegaSota Game Night gets kickstarted at that time, and and runs through some awesome tournament-style games that'll award you some awesome jackpot prizes and some even better PGL points. Make sure to come on out for MegaSota Game Night each Tuesday at 6:40, not to mention the great Wild Wednesdays that happen each Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, they're both a lot of fun. Me and Jordy actually live host those Wild Wednesdays, which always bring us a lot of great action there. We got Dad and Kid right now leading the charge 4 balls away in this game. Should continue to be a lot of fun as we get after it. As we get after it in this matchup, we'll quickly cover our first National Day, and then we'll talk more about it after we give out this prize. As our first National Day is National Microwave Oven Day. National Microwave Oven Day honors one appliance that changed how we use the kitchen. Absolutely, it did. It's a great appliance that gets used almost at a daily basis in our house.
Absolutely, as I grew up with my grandfather calling it the micro oven, and so for the longest time, that's what I called it as well.
That's awesome.
We do have Jer Bear at the B&B Sports Bar and Grill, taking away $27 on that Great Musco prize. Nicely done there to Jer Bear. Make sure to get enrolled in this next round, as you definitely don't want to miss out, and we'll have that minor jackpot that's already over $300, up at 56 balls or less getting into this next game. Awesome stuff there. We were talking about how it is National Microwave Oven Day on today, and I did just say that my grandfather, who was very heavily Maltese and had a thick Italian accent, always was very excited about the micro oven and loved using it, and it was just that's what we called it growing up.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the, because people who didn't necessarily have the microwave the entire time that they grew up or anything like that, they love the microwave, man.
That was my grandpa.
It was awesome. It's always awesome to see those because
Well,
we
he
kind
also
of take
grew
it
up
for
until he
granted.
was 17 years old with no appliances
Oh, okay.
other than an oven.
That makes sense. That also is something that was relatively common during that time as well. So yeah, growing up here, as we just have the microwave all the time.
So many amenities that you would just take for granted. You'd never realized what life was like without them.
Absolutely, I have no idea what I'd do without the microwave. Leftovers? How did you deal with them before? You had to recook them again, kind of deal. That seems so much work compared to just tossing in the microwave.
Okay, let's be
and getting
completely
back going with
honest.
it.
If you reheat your leftovers on the stovetop, they're exponentially better than in the microwave.
Yeah, I agree with that. But for the ease of it,
Yeah, it's definitely more work, but I mean, good things come to those who wait.
exactly, and I'm not willing to wait. And I
It's kind of
still
like
am
the
happy
oven.
with it.
It's the oven pizza roll versus the microwave pizza roll. You willing to work?
Yeah. For those I am. No, actually, because now I have an air fryer. I can basically do the exact same thing I would do with my microwave and just toss it in the air fryer, and I'm good to go. Once again, and it tastes just as good. So I have an appliance for pizza rolls now that makes it work just like that.
The ease of today.
Oh my gosh, we live in a good day. Good day and age. But the microwave oven is a great one to be able to highlight. Watch, we're gonna once we become, 75-year-olds, they're gonna be like, how did you used to reheat things in the oven? We just press a button on our packages and it's fully ready for us to go, kind of
I know.
deal.
I'm still waiting for the Spy Kids microwave to be invented.
Oh, where you just basically like pop in a popcorn bag, basically.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you have a Big Mac, fries, and a drink.
That was an awesome product placement.
That was one of my favorite product placements ever done in a movie.
For sure. Like, yeah, sure, I know.
I was like, there's a pop in there?
It was awesome. I was
So good.
I thought it was so cool. I think about it on a regular basis still to this day. Great Spy Kids. Spy Kids was just a fun show. It was fun movies in general.
Absolutely.
But the microwave oven brings so much ease to your day-to-day basis and makes for a lot of fun. I mentioned the popcorn bag. Popcorn, a great, easy, microwavable thing that is super easy, especially when you get those little packages that you can just toss into the microwave. It's really, really good. Now you bought me a microwavable bowl that I can throw into the microwave.
Yes.
That I just dump a little kernel
Because
action
we like
in.
stovetop popcorn a lot more than bagged popcorn. It's
It
just
just
better
feels
for
like a waste.
you. just there's a lot more benefits to popping your own
Absolutely.
kernels. And so I mean, I didn't get it for you. It was a Christmas gift to me that
Oh,
you now
was it? Yeah, I
utilize.
use it all the time. And you get to reap the benefits of me making popcorn
It
all the
is
time.
because I am the cooker of our household, and so there are specific things that I've delegated that Ian is in charge of, and popcorn is one of them. If we're making popcorn, Ian is making it.
Absolutely, and it's super easy for
I
me.
love it.
I don't even have to work all too hard in that cooking thing. That's not even a good example of my
It's just
cooking
it is one of
items.
the things that I've delegated that's just like I don't think I've ever popped a popcorn kernel in our
No,
entire
no,
relationship. In the
no.
last 5 years, I don't think I've ever popped my own popcorn.
No, I do the popcorn.
And for that I'm thankful.
Yeah, I do like a good popcorn every once in a while. It's just a great movie addition. I can't
It's a
can't
good
get away
snack
from
in
it.
general. Just
Absolutely.
you can grab fistfuls and not feel guilty.
Yeah, it's a healthier snack as well, especially when you're not having it covered in the movie theater butter and everything like that. You can really enjoy that. Man, I just said movie theater butter and I can feel my stomach rumbling. That sounds so tasty right now.
That does sound very good.
Yeah, yeah.
You did talk earlier about wanting to go to a movie, so
Absolutely. I've been thinking about it for a while. So now I'm like movie theater butter sounds delicious. But being able to pop your own popcorn at home makes for really easy, and the microwave makes it even easier as we celebrate the microwave oven on today.
absolutely. As we have our winner here as Sky King as well as Peacock, I'll get to split up $51 out there. Nicely done to all of our great players. Make sure to stick around and get enrolled as we will have that minor jackpot still on the line in this next game, and this time at 58 balls or less, closing in on $400. We're going to jump into our next National Day, though.
Game number 4, National Mitten Tree Day. Mitten Tree Day celebrates the gift of warmth. It is a day to collect mittens, hang them on a Christmas tree, and then hand them out to those in need. This is a super awesome one, as some people don't have the luxury of being able to buy warm items. Having those gloves that are a necessity to be able to go out there, shovel your driveway, scrape off your car, and do those kinds of things. You need to have those mittens to be able to keep your fingers nice and warm, and you don't get the just blue fingers and frostbite and all those kinds of terrible things that come along with it. So today is a very important day to just give and enjoy giving, as mittens are super easy. Many times it's a very cheap thing to be able to give out there and help someone warm up their mitts.
Absolutely. I remember on this National Day in schools us reading very specific wintry children's books about giving mittens to people.
Mm.
I remember there was 2 books specifically that I can't remember the titles of right now, but they really really stuck in my memory. I absolutely adored mittens, especially like the big knit ones that you just like shove your hands in and make them look like 3 times the size. Big fan of mittens.
Yeah.
I honestly prefer them over gloves most of the time. They just warm me up so much better.
Yeah, I'm an anti-mitten glove wearer. I can't stand having it where I can't have fingers to
My favorite mittens though are the ones where you
can unlatch them.
and you have fingerless underneath, because I very much enjoy fingerless gloves as well.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather just have regular gloves. I
I like
definitely.
the mittens.
They're fun.
Yeah, it's like I'm tucking my fingers in.
I think they're cuter, but I think that just for practical uses, I can't stand having it where I can't like use my fingers to
Who
wrap
needs
around
the
things.
practicality? It is National Mitten Tree Day. I've seen a lot of people, especially in libraries, where they decorate their Christmas tree
sure.
with mittens.
Those
and
community centers.
Yes, and so this is definitely a great one. And if you guys are out there at a community center that happens to have one of those trees, it is a gift, or what are they called? They're the angel trees, where they have a bunch of children pinned to the tree, and you get to take a child and all of their Christmas wish list and fulfill their Christmas wish lists.
I don't know.
Do you not have yet? Oh, I can't think of I think it's called an angel tree, but if you guys have those around you as well, this is definitely a day that reminds me of that. So if you have the means and you can go out and go the extra mile, go and help out a child in need on today for this Christmas season.
Yeah, happy Mitten Tree Day. Next up, it's National Bartender Day. Shout out to everybody out there, as we got a ton of bartenders out there serving you guys up some great drinks as well as even dishing out your food as well. Bartenders recognize this day recognizes the servers who not only know every cocktail in the book, but also tend to be some of the best listeners around. Also known as National Bartender Appreciation Day, the observance takes a day to raise a toast to the men and women working the late nights. Their minds contain an index of creative cocktails and mixed drinks to quench their patrons' thirst.
Absolutely. This is definitely a super, super important one as bartenders are so just a large portion of America's front run people who are out there serving everybody, making sure everyone's having a good night, taking a lot of slack. I mean, bartenders deserve the props that they have to endure each and every night working until 2 a.m.
For
It's
sure.
not an easy lifestyle.
No, it definitely is not. But you do get to hear a boatload of different stories, a bunch of different, meet a bunch of different people, become some people's, regular chatting buddies. And so we appreciate bartenders on today and all the work that goes into making sure their establishments are well loved.
Absolutely. Some of the first adults in my life that really meant something to me were bartenders at my dad's bar. And I still have such a special place in my heart with them. And I still remember them teaching me how to make a Shirley Temple when I was super young and
Uh-huh.
obsessed with them. And not much has changed,
Yeah,
but
you're still obsessed
it's
with Shirley Temples.
it was just such good memories. And so happy National Bartender Day. We love you guys.
We do have
Player.
player over at
Yes.
Haskell's. I had to wrap my mind
I was
around
like,
it for a
don't do it,
second.
don't
I
do
wasn't
it.
gonna say it. I was. We do have $73.80 going out to them in this game. One ball away from that minor jackpot that was sitting at $462. Well, that's going to quickly grow as we get enrolled into this next game, as it now sits at 60 balls or less, $562. We also got that lovely major prize now clicking up from 51 to 52 balls or less, $4,134 there. And then the mega jackpot of $39,129 at 50 balls or less. You won't want to miss out as we get into this game in just 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Absolutely. So get enrolled. You do not want to miss out. Just that minute and 30 seconds left as we continue talking about our great national days. National Gazpacho Day is up next, as National Gazpacho Day on December 6th recognizes the flavorful soup that cooks serve cold. This typically tomato-based vegetable soup originated in the South Spanish region of Andaluca. Gazpacho is widely consumed in Spanish cuisine, usually during the summer months.
Absolutely cool stuff there. I can't say that I've eaten too much gazpacho throughout my life.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not a dish that
No.
calls your way. I have had gazpacho in my day. I honestly I much prefer my soup warm. That's just how I was raised. It's just what I'm used to.
Yeah. So
Um,
not a gazpacho fan?
no, not necessarily. I think it's very tasty. It's a very flavorful soup, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's not necessarily the one I typically reach for, but it is well loved. That is for sure.
Interesting that we celebrate it on today. I feel like you'd never want to
I know it
celebrate a
should be in
cold
June,
soup.
but I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I would always say cold soup would be a summertime kind of soup, where a warm
Well,
soup.
what's weather like in Spain right now?
Yeah, but this is National Day, the American National Day. So I would say that we would do it with our seasons kind of deal. Obviously, yeah, in Spain it could be some different weather right now where you're trying to warm yourself up. But I think that gazpacho is a fun one to be able to highlight here on today. A soup favored by many.
Absolutely. Let's take a peek. Now I'm curious on what the weather is like in Spain. Well, it's moderate.
Moving on to our next national day, it's St. Nicholas Day. This day recognizes the 3rd century saint who became an inspiration for the modern day Santa Claus.
Absolutely. I remember learning the tales of St. Nicholas and just really making me just like wholeheartedly back Santa Claus.
Yeah, you're like, oh, St. Nick, good guy. So Santa Claus, great guy.
Yeah.
They gotta be. That's the obvious evolution of St. Nicholas. He would just move to the north with the penguins and go hang out and with the elves and go and deliver presents. That just feels like fitting.
Yeah. Absolutely. I I don't know. I remember having a lot of memories with Santa Claus growing up, and I think it's really funny that we celebrated on December 6th of all days. Um, I wonder if this is technically St. Nicholas's birthday or something.
We
But
can find out.
I absolutely love the idea of just Christmas time in general and the folklore tales of Saint Nick and all of the things that come with Christmas Day. What?
Now he died on the day.
Oh, well.
Yep, yep. At 73 years old, lived a full life during his time in AD in
He was 5'6".
five. Santa Claus is a short man. I didn't know that. And why do they have that listed? Like, why was that necessary information kept to hold of the people, like passed down through many generations? That we find out that Saint Nicholas is 5'6". That's
It's so funny.
very interesting. Very interesting.
That is quite funny.
Ah,
Well,
good old Santa Claus. Shout out to Saint Nick on today.
I remember hearing a lot of my Saint Nicholas tales in my French class, surprisingly.
Really?
Yes.
That's quite interesting.
They had quite a few tales of Saint Nick that we had to celebrate on a very specific day that correlated with French culture.
Oh, well, he's
Very
from
fun.
Turkey.
Well, happy National Saint Nick Day. Today's the day to definitely start getting in the holiday spirit.
We got Cuz Buzz Win over at the Steve-O's in Crystal. Taking home our minor jackpot in this matchup. $583.47 in this great game. Congratulations to you as we now get enrolled into this next matchup. Double must go prize of that $96.60, which will only be growing as you get enrolled into this next game. We also got that major prize still at 52 balls or less. The excitement doesn't stop right here as we get into this game number 6 of Game Day Bingo.
Absolutely, and as you get enrolled into this next round, we're going to talk about our next national day, National Miners Day. And on National Miners Day, this honors the contributions from miners across the country. Additionally, the day reflects on their sacrifices and offers time to show appreciation to the miners' country hard-working individuals.
Absolutely, absolutely. When I think of miners, I feel bad because I think of this.
Miner 49er?
No,
No?
no, no. I,
Oh.
I think of
What were you gonna say?
Zoolander.
Oh, what about Zoolander?
His family's all miners.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Don't remember
What of-
it's a John Voight and I forget who else is his brother. He has two brothers, I'm pretty sure, in it, and they all work in the mines and they all have the exact same hair as him. And he goes back to the mines after he loses his modeling gig to Owen Wilson in the flick, and he has a whole scene of him like mining and he's just horrible at it, and it's quite funny.
Oh, yeah, that did not stick in my memory.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
movie.
Well, you're not a fan of Zoolander, so
I've only seen it once.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah, you should feel bad that that's what you think of.
That's instantly popped in my head. But then when I thought a little bit more about it, then I thought of what's the one where they shoot rockets up in the air, starring a young Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't know. December Skies? Is that the
Dec-
one you're always talking about with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I have no idea, but
Really?
you bring it up all the time.
Yeah. It's a big Jake
And yet
Gyllenhaal
I know
work.
the movie more than you than the movie title.
I know the movie through and through. I just can't remember what the.
Yeah, I think it's December Skies.
Yeah. It's that one. His family is his
Miners
dad
as
is
well.
is a miner and ends up passing away in the mines, and that was a very I remember being shocked by that as a kid. October Sky is what it's called.
October Sky, not December Sky.
Yeah.
Silly me. Yeah, I just recently read a very well written book series, and for a portion of it, our main character gets held captive in mines.
Wow, there you go. Well,
To
lots
work
of
as a miner.
negative stuff. The only
It's
positive
a
one.
very hazardous work environment. People who actually work in the mines are truly incredible workers, and they dedicate their lives to it. And the sacrifices they make is truly astonishing. So we definitely want to actually thank them on today
For
as well.
sure. If we have anybody that's in that workforce, we send some luck out to you. As we move on to National Pawnbrokers Day. National Pawnbrokers Day pays tribute to the professionals that provide provide valuable service to their clientele, those who are in need of cash funds, and also those looking for a reasonably good deal. Seek the service of pawnbrokers.
Absolutely. Gotta love a good pawn shop, and pawnbrokers are there to make sure that you're not getting ripped off, hopefully. Hopefully they're there doing their job diligently. If not, they might just be the ones ripping you off. But it is definitely a super fun one on today, as we have grown up with so many great pawn shows always on air. As I know my father just loved Pawn Stars and
Yeah.
Pickers Roadshow and all that jazz. And so super, super fun stuff on today.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Pawn Stars and all the craziness that would come in there, and they would get these super valuable items that I got a guy, and then they would bring them in, and it was so fun. Do you have a favorite item that you still sticks in your memory from Pawn Stars?
No, not necessarily. Not one item, but I did really, really enjoy when they got to go on site to someone's pole barn, and it was just like a treasure trove of vintage items
Oh,
that they got to go pick
they
through.
did that in Pawn Stars?
I don't think it was Palm Stars, but it was.
Oh,
I don't know.
so you're thinking. Oh, okay. You're thinking of.
I never watched any of these shows. Like
Oh,
sat
okay.
down and watched them. They were just constantly on in
Yeah, I
my
was about to say.
household.
I don't think that was a
No, I think it was
pawnbroker show.
Antique Roadshow
Yeah.
or Pickers, one of the two. But
Yeah, Pickers. Antique Roadshow is a much more boring show.
I've
Whereas
watched a lot of them. They all interchange with me.
yeah. The Pickers, that was one where they drove around and they would sometimes randomly stop at people's houses and just ask to look through their pole barn to see if they had anything they would want to sell. That was always super fun. I watched all these shows, so I remember them very clearly. We got Greg over, and well as
Hot Flash.
yeah, they're splitting up that double Musco prize of $159.50. Great job to both Greg and Hot Flash in this awesome game. As we now get enrolled into this next one, Minor Jackpot becoming available once again as it clicks up to 54 balls or less. Still got other great prizes available in this game as well, so do not miss out. As we got just about about minute and 45 seconds for you to get into this game.
Absolutely. So continue to get enrolled. But we were talking about National Pawn Brokers Day. This is definitely a super fun one on today.
Yeah, Pawn Stars, my favorite items that would be brought in were the Super Bowl rings. Whenever someone would bring in an authentic Super Bowl ring that had been passed down in their family, they had bought somewhere and had been sitting in, I don't know. There was a lot of different reasons they had those Super Bowl rings, and I always thought it was so cool to see all the different intricate designs, because I'm never one to like look up the Super Bowl rings and how they've evolved over the years and what the first early Super Bowl rings look like to the gaudy Super Bowl rings that we have of today, and seeing the evolution of them was always so cool whenever they'd bring them into those Pawn Star show or whatever it is. So great stuff as we highlight pawnbrokers on National Pawnbrokers Day.
Absolutely, as we have one final national day that hopefully you guys can be out there celebrating, as this is National Faux Fur Friday. This is observed on the first Friday in December. This provides a stylish way to wear and buy faux fur.
Absolutely a fun one, as it saves some animals and it also looks stylish at times as well. Faux fur it's a fun statement piece that you can bring into many different outfits.
Absolutely. I'm very, very grateful that now in society we are leaning towards faux fur and faux leathers instead of authentic animal products. And so it is definitely a fun one to see just how they can create it and be ethical about it. As I have inherited quite a few heirlooms that were not faux, as they are real animal fur, and you really can tell the difference. Unfortunately, that you just can't replicate that, but it is definitely a better way that we have moved towards faux fur as a.
And the faux fur of today is so much better than the faux fur of like the 80s, 90s, and all that, where it was so scratchy back in the day, and like you could feel the fiber like in the faux fur, and so like nowadays it's almost softer than your regular fur with that faux fur in today's clothing.
Well, definitely celebrate faux fur on today and lean away from the real deal, and make sure you celebrate, as this is National Faux Fur Friday.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We are just about 15 balls away from giving out a lucky prize here. We'll have to see if any of our players are going to be able to take home one of the 3 jackpot prizes we have on the line. If not, we do have that $44.70 Musco prize as well. We'll have to see who's going to be taking it home as we continue on in this game. We would love to talk a little bit about our Vikings, who are 10-2 on their season.
As the Minnesota Vikings were searching for offensive rhythm well past halftime, Aaron Jones had a turnover, but this confident and connected as well as resilient team didn't flinch. Sam Darnold scored his second touchdown of the game. In a second touchdown of the second half, I should say, when it went to Jones as they took the first lead of the entire game with just 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining. The Vikings were trailing 13 points down in the matchup, but were able to overcome it and beat the Arizona Cardinals 23-22 just this past Sunday for our 5th straight victory. Darnold passed for 104 yards of his 235 yards in the fourth quarter against a blitz-heavy Cardinals defense who had 5 sacks on the day, which helped them hold us out of the end zone until we found Johnny Munt with 1 minute 17 seconds left in the third quarter. We really got things going in that fourth quarter and showed out as Darnold was the huge contributor in that quarter as he was able to find players with relative ease as he just has been a really great player in when it comes into the close games, when it comes down to the wire. He's been able to get it done, which has been so fun to watch.
Absolutely. We're super grateful to have Sammy D on our team as we can't wait to see what happens this Sunday. As we have another game coming on up, we're going to be going up against the Falcons at noon. Should be some very exciting stuff as Ian and I will actually be here live with you guys for the first half of that Vikings game this Sunday. So make sure to come on out and show your support. If you want to do so in the meantime, you guys can show your support by checking out the great eTap game, Vikings Victory. You guys can check it out wherever you play Pilot games and even check out that Skull bonus round where you could end up taking home some trophy prizes along the way. It's definitely a lot of fun. Go and check out Vikings Victory today.
We do have a winner here as Billy over at the Rocky Ledge Resort is taking home $44.70 on our Musco win. Congratulations to you, Billy, as we now get enrolled into this next game with our minor jackpot clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. As you guys win in these matchups, you're actually earning points towards the game day bingo standings, which have been super competitive so far in this season, as we got a bunch of players in the 100,000 point club and higher, as we actually start off our player list with a 10th place player just outside of that 100,000 point club with Mike over at American Legion Brooklyn Center with 94,000 points. With 101,000 points in 9th place, previously in 8th, we have 6'9 T-Bird over at the Lookout Bar and Grill. Moving up from 9th into 8th place, passing up 6'9 T-Bird, we got Fast Eddie over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor with 104,000 points. With 106,000 points in 7th place, we have Yag 370 over at the Sidetrack, as they just got pushed out of a tie with Jer Bear over the B&B Sports Bar and Grill, who now solely holds 6th place with 107,000 points. With 110,000 points in 5th place, we got Maggie over at the Heartland University. As 4th place is Viddy at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley with 111,000 points. With 178,000 points in 3rd place, we have Brother Date over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. As 2nd place is Mimi at the L&M Bar with 215,000 points. As the number 1 player in our entire game day bingo standings happens to be Call Me Jen over at JR Mac, who sits with 393,000 game day bingo points.
Wow, we nicely down to the entirety of those players in that top 10, onto the locations that they help out each time they choose to play at them. 10th place, we kick it off with the Old Piper in Blaine. They sit with 178,000 points. 192,000 points for 9th place, Danny's Dugout. Then we jump into the 200,000 point club. Cause in 8th place, we have the Lookout Bar and Grill with 205,000 points. While with 226,000 points in 7th place, we have Sidetrack. Ahead of them in 6th, we have the Riverboat Depot with 248,000 points. While with 269,000 points in 5th place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park. Ahead of them in 4th, and finishing off the 200,000 point club, we've got Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 275,000 points, sitting in that 4th place spot. only to kick off the 300,000 point club with third place, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They currently sit with 304,000 points this season. 310,000 points for second place, the L&M Bar. And in first, it is none other than J.R. Mack, home of our first place player and many others, as they currently sit with 478,000 points on this season.
Great job to J.R. Mack in all of those locations, earning so many points while playing through those great games of Game Day Bingo. If you guys aren't playing this game of Game Day Bingo, I suggest you check out our e-tabs. We have over 70 different charitable e-tab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. These games have small bets ranging from 50 cents to $5. With awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games, we would love for you to check them out.
Absolutely. If you would like to go and check out some of our different eTab games, there are so many for you guys to go and choose from, as we would love to highlight some of our awesome eTabs for you guys. Just like how we have Lucky Sevens. This is a super fun eTab game where you guys can head on over and choose lucky bottles to take home a jackpot prize along the way out in a saloon. Looks to be a lot of fun. Go and head over to Lucky Sevens today.
Yeah, a little bottle bonus action, definitely a fun one. You can also check out Tuxedo Special, which is a fun game as well, where you can go to the ball, rock your tuxedo, and take home some great cash prizes while you're there. It's definitely a great eTab game. With so many different themes, you're bound to find an eTab game that is your favorite. Check in on our social media pages and let us know what eTab is your favorite.
Absolutely. We would love to know which eTab games you guys are out there and enjoying. What is some of our favorite times? I know a lot of you out there enjoy Buku Bucks, especially in this fall season. So let us know which one you guys are currently playing today, and we will maybe shoot you out a little bit of luck to go into that awesome eTab.
We got JJS over at American Legion Shakopee taking home $48.80 in this great win. Congratulations to you, but you were only 2 balls away from taking home $195. As that minor jackpot will be clicking up to the exact ball count we just gave out this Musco in. 58 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as it clicks over $200 as we get enrolled into this next matchup.
And as you guys get enrolled into this next matchup, as you can see behind us, we have the awesome Wild logo. So we would love to talk a little bit about our Minnesota Wild, who are 17-4-4 on the season. Kirill Kaprizov ended up scoring with 23.4 seconds left in overtime, and the Minnesota Wild ended up rallying to beat the Vancouver Canucks 3-2 just this past Tuesday night for their 6th straight victory in 8 games. Then Frederick Gaudreau and Jake Middleton also scored for Minnesota, while Philip Gustafsson made 30 saves. The Wild improved to their current record, giving them the NHL best 38 points. Awesome stuff. With 38 goals scored, they are leading in the. Are they the number 1 power ranking still in the NHL?
Yeah. 38 goals is not the we scored I think more than 38 goals. Points is how many playoff points you've earned with your record, and you earn points for wins and overtime losses.
Fair enough.
And so 38 is we are the best in the NHL currently right now, which has looked really good. I mean, big surprise for a lot of fans as well as the media, who is predicting us to be kind of a middle of the pack, barely scrape into the playoffs kind of team, as we look to be one of the best teams in the entire NHL. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and I hope to continue seeing us succeed in these matchups, as Kirill Kaprizov's overtime goal definitely strengthened his case for the MVP trophy. We hope to see them continue to play well as they head into their matchup tonight. They're going to be heading over to Anaheim to take on the Ducks at 9 p.m. Should be a fun matchup, and you guys can send some luck out to our Minnesota Wild by playing the great eTab game. Let's go Wild. You can even check out the Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score yourself one of those awesome jackpot prizes.
Absolutely. Go and check out Let's Go Wild today wherever you play Pilot games to show your support. As you just have a second to get enrolled into this next round, we are officially underway to try and give out this awesome minor, major, or even this mega jackpot prize. But as we are doing so, we're going to highlight some great movies that happen to be released on today, as we kick it off with a bang in 1964 with the drama musical Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I can't believe it's under an hour. I've
Yeah,
never
most
realized
of
that.
these are.
Yeah, that's just a TV special. It's such an iconic work for me as a kid. I used to love this whole entire movie. Yukon Cornelius was probably my favorite character in the entire work. Him licking his little pickaxe all the time I thought was so funny. But it's a great little stop motion work that I thought was really good. I was a big fan of all these little stop
I was
motions that
gonna
came
say
out during this time.
these are my favorite Christmas movies ever.
Yeah, they were really good. You like this one and then A Year Without a Santa Claus. Those
Year
were the
Without a
two.
Santa Claus is my favorite one, but I'd have to say Island of Misfit Toys is probably second before Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I'm pretty sure that the Island of Misfit Toys is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I think there was another movie that was made post this one.
Really? That
But
was about the island that he
yes.
went on to?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, because Sam the Elf or not Sam. Maybe it was Sam the Elf, but he wanted to be a dentist.
That oh, does he like go on and like try and be a dentist or cuz like that's part of the whole entire song that they sing in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Where is I was
No.
gonna say
You're right. It was there's like an animated work it looks like.
it's still stop motion. Or no, you're right. It is animation, but yeah, in 2001 it came out.
Very interesting. Can't say I ever saw it. Brings back a bunch of the classic characters in
Mhm.
this one. I did not realize that the animated work existed because I was always watching the classic Island of Misfits toys from the regular version. That's cool. Well, maybe I'll have to give a watch of a really poorly animated work on
It's so good.
at some point.
And I really, really loved Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer as well, though, because I had a stuffed animal Clarice Rudolph or
Oh.
reindeer, and I absolutely loved her.
That's awesome. That's awesome. The only thing I hated about that movie was the sound that his nose made. That was my one gripance with the movie.
I'd have to agree.
We are coming down to the tail end of this game as we got uh, players one ball away as we are going to be giving out a must-go prize, $69.60. We'll be going out to our fantastic winner here. Is B4 our lucky ball to fall? As yes, it is Shu, as well as Lucky Rosie and Cuz Buzz win. Mopar, all four of them splitting up that must-go prize of 69 bucks.
Nice done to all of our winners here. Stick around and get enrolled in our next game as we highlight our next movie released on today. Yes, in 1994, we've got the classic hit Dumb and Dumber. Yes, this stars just incredible people as Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels are our leading two men. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it's a comedy classic for many. I really enjoyed this work when I finally did get around to watching it as a kid, and I thought it was super funny. Directed by Peter Farley, and even was so good it got a sequel, Dumb and Dumber 2, and that came out in 2014.
Yes, and then they just got another one like a few years ago, didn't they?
There was a Dumb and Dumberer that didn't star the
Yes.
classic 2 that came out in 2003. That might have that was when Harry met Lloyd.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Interesting.
I can't say that I know the newer Dumb and Dumber that you're talking about.
Maybe I made it up. But really, really funny stuff.
Apparently, they're in development of
Oh.
one that where Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels reprises their roles. So maybe you just heard news about a new one being made.
Maybe.
That might be it. But this is a classic for them. I remember I watched this one for the first time when that Dumb and Dumber 2 came out in 2014. As we were just I wasn't even born yet by the time when the first Dumb and Dumber came out. And so once I got the opportunity to, I thought it was so funny.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great one. And a lot of people who love Jim Carrey love Dumb and Dumber. So that original one came out on today in 1994.
Next up in 2010, we have Sundays at Tiffany's. This one, fun work that came out on today, a romance comedy.
Absolutely, as this stars Eric Winter and Alyssa Milano as our main two characters. Yeah, straight-laced Jane's imaginary childhood friend returns to help her recover her joy, innocence, and creativity.
Yeah, definitely a fun one there. Have you ever seen
Weird
this?
take. No,
Yeah.
never even heard of it.
Really, huh? Well, I just put it in
It's a
because
take on Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is an Audrey Hepburn movie.
yeah.
But yeah, can't say I've ever seen it.
Very interesting. Sundays at Tiffany's released on today in 2010. Next up, released on today in 2024, we have Y2K. Just came to theaters recently.
Yeah, on today, it's hitting theaters near you. I'm quite excited for this movie as this stars Rachel Zegler as well as Jaden Martell. And on the last night of 1999, two high school juniors crash a New Year's Eve party only to find themselves fighting for their lives when Y2K becomes a reality.
Yeah, that is insane. Very, very fun stuff there.
It's got a great cast of people.
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone, Eduardo Franco, Lachlan Watson, Mason Gooding. There's a ton of really, really awesome young actors and actresses.
Hetchinger, who just starred as one of the emperors in
Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2, yes. He's going to be in it as well.
Yeah.
But the main two boys, Jaden Martell and Julian Denson, are the two boys that find themselves running around in this work.
All right. Well, Jaden Martell got his big break in it, and so we'll be excited to see him in this and see if we can be expecting more
have I seen him in anything
from
else since then? I don't know if I've really watched any of
the
his
Book
other
of Henry.
movies.
Maybe if you watched that.
I don't think I ever
but
watched the Book of Henry, so I think I've only
that
watched
surprised
him
me.
in
That
it.
seems like a movie that you would enjoy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a feel good.
Okay. Thriller crime. That's funny to hear it as a feel good.
I heard this was a really okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah,
It's
you
only
might
got 21% on Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
you might be thinking of a different one, but you mean you do love a good lowly rated movie.
I was gonna say maybe that's just right up my alley.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to give Y2K a watch at some point on today, as we were a little too young to be able to enjoy Y2K.
Yeah, no.
Back
Y2K
when we were
has
in the 90s.
made a resurgence. Yeah, my 4 months in the 90s really really cultured me in Y2K. No, but it's made a resurgence. We see a ton of people dressing that way. But we have our winner here as Sky King over at the Crooked Pint Ale House Waite Park takes home $394. We've been waiting to see this minor jackpot go out. Nice to see it hit your iPad. Make sure to get enrolled as we'll have $89.50 getting tacked onto a double Musco prize going into this next game.
And as you guys take home these big prizes, I'd like to remind you to send in player pictures of it. We love to see big jackpot prizes next to your smiling faces, you playing your favorite E-Tab game, you just having a good time playing Pilot games with your friends or your favorite bartender, whatever it may be, we love to see it. So share those photos by either directly messaging us onto Facebook, posting them onto any of your social media pages with the hashtag Pilot Games, or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. We cannot wait to see all the fun moments that you guys capture.
Absolutely, that would be some awesome stuff. And while we're on the line of things that you can do to be an avid Pilot player, head on over to pgl.world. Once you're signed up and a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you can earn PGL points that happen on our specialty nights to take home and compete against each other in PGL standings, as well as the email that you go and sign up with will then get a monthly newsletter sent out to you with all the new great pilot information that you would want to know about. So go and sign up at pgl.world today, and hopefully we'll see your name pop on up in our PGL standings.
Absolutely. Definitely some great stuff there as we start off those PGL standings with 10th place Cal Peace over the Dayton Bar and Grill with 1,255,000 points. With 1,278,000 points in 9th place, we got Jim P. over at the Third Crossing Bar and Grill. 8th place is Mad Dog over Boudreaux's Bar 2 with 1,284,000 points. As Rakuda over at Devo Sam Bar sits in 7th with 1,346,000 points. 46,000 points. With 1,350,000 points in 6th place, we got Keese over at the Midtown Bar and Grill. As 5th place is Drumskeet at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,367,000 points. With 1,487,000 points in 4th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. As 3rd place is Nelly over at Brian's Bar and Grill with 1,501,000 points. With 1,579,000 points. In 2nd place, we got Bassy Blings over the Maple Tavern. As our number 1 player is Hermie over at Eagle's Nest, as they sit with 2,022,000 points.
Nicely done to that first place player and the entirety of those player standings. Now onto the locations that they choose to play at and help out get their own points. 10th place, we have Sandbar 2 of Detroit Lakes with 1,515,000 points. Ninth place is Maple Tavern. They are in Maple Grove as they sit with 1,579,000 points. Eighth place is the Midtown Bar and Grill of St. Cloud. They currently sit strong with 1,592,000 points. Right ahead of them, though, with 1,594,000 points in seventh place, we've got the Devo Sandbar in Gilbert. Sixth place is Malone's Bar and Grill of Maple Grove with 1,682,000 points on the season so far. While in fifth, we've got Brian's Bar and Grill of Stillwater. They've got 1,734,000 points. Now into the 2 million point club in fourth place as they came in from unranked after this past week. Big jump for them. Eagles Nest in Eagle Lake. They currently sit now with 2,022,000 points. Third place is the Boulevard Bar and Grill of Coon Rapids. They sit strong with 2,165,000 points. Second place is the Third Crossing Bar and Grill of Frozzy. They've got 2,554,000 points. And in first place, they jumped all the way on up from 10th into that first place spot after this week. We've got the Blue Bricks Mankato. They currently sit with 2,743,000 points on the season.
Great job to the Blue Brick and all of our awesome locations that have earned so many points throughout this season, playing in those PGL nights, Wild Wednesdays, 7 p.m. every Wednesday, and Tuesday nights with that 6:40 p.m. MegaSota game night. It's definitely a great time there, and we love being able to highlight it. We also like to highlight the ETAB games that we team up with our Minnesota sports teams for, and one of those ETAB games is Twins Win. It is a great one where you can try out the Home Run Derby bonus round. Where if you pick out the right batter, you'll be taking home a Grand Slam prize. It's a great one to play, especially if you're missing our Twins during this off season.
Absolutely. Go and check out Twins Win today wherever you play Pilot games and show your support. We are having our winner here as Lil Red over at Carboni's Pizza is going to take away $140.20 on that double Musco prize. Nicely done to Little Red. Make sure to get enrolled as this will be the last round that Ian and I are live for. So you definitely do not want to miss out as we get enrolled, as we love to talk about everybody born on today. So if you guys are out there celebrating Pilot games on today or celebrating your birthday on today, playing Pilot games, make sure to have a fun one on today, and hopefully you guys can take home some great cash prizes along the way. We would love to highlight some of the great celebrities that you happen to share your birthday with as well.
Starting off in 1900, we got Agnes Moorehead, an American actress who played Endora in Bewitched.
Yes, and the original Bewitched. That is some really awesome stuff. Happy birthday to Agnes Moorehead. Left some big shoes to fill, as a couple women have tried to fill them in the reproductions of Bewitched. In 1903, just a few years later, we've got Tony Lazzari. He is the American Baseball Hall of Fame second baseman, won the World Series 5 times, and was the only player to compete the natural cycle with Grand Slam with the New York Yankees.
Very interesting. I don't know what that means by completing a natural Grand Slam in that one. Yeah, I really have no idea, but cool stuff there. Happy birthday, Tony Lazzari. Next up in 1959, we got Satoru Iwata, a Japanese video game designer, president, and CEO of Nintendo, who made the Nintendo DS and the Wii and so many classic games that are
My
iconic.
favorite gaming consoles ever.
Absolutely, they're so good.
Yes, Nintendo DS and the Wii were my favorite gaming consoles.
For sure. They're perfect for the time and age that we were when we got them, and they were just so fun.
Absolutely.
And I still like to play some Wii games every once in a while.
Oh yeah, I still have my DS. I've kept that in good shape. I am a big fan. Happy birthday to Satoru. In 1972, though, we've got Sarah Rafferty. She is the American actress who played Donna in Suits, as well as was in Chicago Med.
Very cool stuff. Fun actress. Next up in 1992, we got Johnny Manziel, the American football quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner of 2012, playing for the Texas A&M, and played in the NFL for the Cleveland Browns. Just iconic for being Money Manziel, being a showman out in the college football world. I can't imagine how much NIL money he would get in today's landscape as college players can get paid. He missed out on being able to get so much money as he was such a face and just like personality in the college football world.
Absolutely. Well, happy birthday to Johnny Manziel. Up next in 1994, we've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is the Greek basketball forward, NBA champion. Won the NBA championship, was in the finals.
Was
Finals.
also the Finals MVP in that championship in 2021 for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Thank you. Well, happy birthday to Giannis.
Next up in 1995, we got A Boogie with a Hoodie, American rapper who did Hoodie Season and still young and has a lot of years to put out some popular stuff.
Happy birthday, A Boogie. Lastly on our list in 1996, we've got Stephanie Scott. She's the American actress who played Quinn Brenner in Insidious Chapter 3 and is a singer as well who did New Girl in Town.
Very interesting stuff. Yeah, up and coming.
I
And
wonder why she sang New Girl in Town.
yeah, I don't know. Don't got the time to look it up as fantastic little actress there as she's continuing with her career. As we got 8 balls away for some of these players as we work through it. Shout out to our basketball teams. Minnesota Timberwolves actually have a game coming up tonight as they're going to be taking on the Warriors at 9 p.m. They've been able to win, I think it is 3 in a row lately as they were able to beat the Clippers 108-80 in their last victory. Hoping to see a little bit better performance from Anthony Edwards as he only scored 16 points in the matchup. But our defense has been very good in these last few games. And we hope to see that once again as we go up against the Warriors tonight at 9 p.m. And then we're just in the middle of off-season action for our Lynx as they just hired some new coaches and are getting ready for their run at hopefully another championship caliber season. Should be some really, really great stuff. Minnesota basketball is up.
Absolutely. So make sure to come on out, show your support, and get ready for all of our Minnesota sports that is coming your way. We want to highlight MPSC over at Blasco's Embassy Bar, who took home $78,000 just this past weekend. And while over at Blasco's Embassy Bar, they support the St. Peter Redmond Club. They aim to promote patriotism of the American way of life, to promote social activities for the members, and to support various charitable programs.
That's an awesome little reminder as we got Brees D as well as El Jefe splitting up that $40.90 must-go prize. And wherever you're playing Pilot Games, you're supporting different charities no mattering on where you are playing at, as we hope you guys all know that when you play Pilot Games, your community wins. Have a good one.